Hello and welcome to another action-packed edition of Sports this morning, reaching live from Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Thanks for joining us. My name is Austin Okonakwan. We also welcome our viewers in Benin, Abuja, and of course, we know we are everywhere in the world. So to you, wherever you are in this world watching us, we say welcome on board. Now let's talk sports. Action-packed world of sports. The action never ends. What's going down this morning? We're still asking the Nigerian Football Federation this question that I'm sure a lot of people are asking. What is going on? The Nigerian Football Federation, what's going on with the Super Falcons? It is 134 days now to the kickoff of the 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup in Canada. That competition will kick off on June the 6th and run till the 5th of July. And the Super Falcons are not yet in camp. They're not getting ready. Nobody is talking, and they have been grouped in a group of death. What's going on? That's the question we're asking this morning. The Nigerian Football Federation, we want to know the plans for the Super Falcons. This is a team that had little or no preparations, went to the Africa Women's Championship in Namibia, conquered Africa in style, won the title, broke records. They've qualified for the FIFA Women's World Cup where it gets competitive, and nobody is talking. What's going on? That's the question we're still asking the Nigerian Football Federation. Now let's continue with the show. We actually started asking questions for table tennis in Nigeria, but we're not asking questions anymore because the National Sports Commission has approved that Nigeria will take part at the IWTF Africa Senior Championships that will take place in Cairo. That competition will serve off tomorrow, and this is the story. It's a fight for supremacy between Nigeria's Aaron Aquadri and Egypt's Omar Assar. The Egyptians have been seeded top seed for the tournament, but hey guys, no problem. Nigeria is second, has been ranked second for the championship, but the players are fired up. They say they want to go to Cairo to prove a point. Aaron Aquadri will lead the male team. We also told you that Segun Toriola will be going in the capacity of player coach. You remember Ojiona Olapo is also in the team. For the ladies, Adam Ofyong is there. The experienced Funke Oshona Ike is also in that team. Cecilia Otu Akpan, Laide Atinuke. This player said they want to go to Cairo and impress. It's indeed a fight for supremacy. Let's talk boxing now. We're hearing stories of Floyd Mayweather Jr. saying no Manny Pacquiao fight deal until Bob Arum gets out of the way. Boxing fans are not interested. This fight has been a long time coming. The question is simple. When is the fight? And that's what boxing fans want to hear. They just want to know when this fight will come up. Manny Pacquiao taking on Floyd Mayweather Jr. Mayweather Jr. still unbeaten. Manny Pacquiao has come out to say, hey guys, I'm ready to fight. 60-40 options. Give me 40% of whatever revenue we'll get out of the fight. I just want to fight Floyd Mayweather Jr. Do it for the fans and let's get it done. When is the fight? That's what we want to know this morning. So that's it for boxing. Let's quickly go to Australia and talk about the Australian Open, where the top seeds are still shining. Serena Williams reached the third round of the Australian Open with a set win over Russia's Vera Zvonareva. And also Novak Djokovic trashed Andrei Kuznetsova 6-0, 6-1, 6-4, and defending champion Stanislas Wawrinka beat Marius Copil 7-6, 7-6, 6-3. So the top seeds are still shining at the Australia Open. Let's see what will come out of that one. Sports this morning on Channels Television. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always an action-packed world of sports. But this morning, we're sending an appeal to the Nigerian Football Federation. Women's football wants to shine, but then they need to be supported. After winning the Africa Women's Championship in Namibia, Coach Edwin Okon and Desire Akparanoze spoke to Channels Television. All they want is support. They believe they have the quality to impress at the 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup in Canada, but nobody has been talking to them. What's going on? Let's listen to them, and then we'll come back. We'll talk. To stay.
I think they should, first of all, start with our local league. They should improve in every area of the local league, and they should also scout for sponsors. I think that will go a long way to help our female football grow in the country. To engage in more friendly games with other continents, not just in Africa, other countries from other continents, more friendly games, and earlier to camp. We should prepare well, and if all those are being done, then I think Nigerians should expect a greater and better performance this time around.
As they are sponsoring the men, they should equally come in and assist the women, because the women are prepared to do you proud at any time. Even display skills that you don't even think. You'll be surprised. How do they do this? When do they learn this? All they need is just that encouragement. So those big men, those big women of this country, the multi-million companies should come in and assist the league. I bet you, our league will even be better than that of US. The one these companies comes in to assist us. The children can as well win World Cup, because early to bed is early to rise. It's not a plan well to fail or a plan well to succeed. Those are the two things. And as long as I know the Nigerian players, once it concerns the female, they are more than serious. And once the attention is given to them, I bet you the sky will be a limit in Canada 2015.
Clear and straightforward messages coming from Coach Edwin Okon, and that's the coach of the Super Falcons, and star player Desire Okpara-Nozir. He says, let me quote, as you're supporting the men, also support the women, because they have the potential of winning. Desire Okpara-Nozir says, improve the league, scouts for players, resume early campaign. This is not magic. Football is no longer 1+1. It entails a lot. They are appealing. They want to do more, but they need to be supported. Come on, Nigeria Football Federation. This morning, we're appealing for the Super Falcons. They need to start getting ready for the 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup that will take place in Canada. It's just 134 days to go. When February comes, we're not far away from June again, and we're not hearing anything. Sports this morning on Channels Television, wherever you are in the world watching us, we invite you to be part of the program, and we're kickstarting with the women's football in Nigeria. We're asking what's going on. What do you think the Nigeria Football Federation can do to ensure that they have a good campaign at the FIFA Women's World Cup taking place in Canada in June? You can talk to us on Twitter with Channels_sports, and on Facebook with Channels-sports. I know somebody also wants to talk about table tennis and this development we're seeing in the sports in Nigeria. Table tennis, the Africa Championship will begin tomorrow in Cairo, Egypt. We've tagged it the fight of supremacy, because Egypt and Nigeria, the rivalry never ends. Aruna Quadri is doing so well. Egypt's Omar Asai is also a quality player. Somebody wants to talk to us this morning. We're also taking a look at the Capital One Cup. We'll also talk about the Australian Open. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr., the fans are saying, when is the fight? Action-packed Total Sport, welcome you to part of the program wherever you're in the world watching. But in the meantime, Tayo Salam joins us now. Tayo, good to have you on the program. And straight, I'm telling you...
You're going to ask me the question? Come on.
What's going on with the Super Falcons?
Oh my. Austin, obviously, right now, I can't really say what's going on like you as well, because obviously nothing is really going on. But I can tell you what's going on in the United States camp. I know in early in January, they announced the 22-day training camp for the USA. So they're in camp at the moment. And I know for February, they will be going across the pond to play England in a friendly match.
Look at that.
Then they go and play France again.
Look at that.
That's the United States of America.
Australia has been busy since December.
Exactly. And the USA, when you think about it, the second in the world in terms of women's football. That's how many places ahead of Nigeria right here. Nigeria is 32nd, that's about 30 places ahead of Nigeria. But then they're not resting on the laurels at all. They're still getting ready, because they know it will be a very tough group in Canada. So they're not waiting for anybody. It's a shame we can't really say the same thing about the Super Falcons right now. And we're appealing once again to the administrators to really step their game up.
I'm trying to just understand what's going on, because, I mean, everyone wants to qualify for the World Cup.
Yes.
And when you finally have that chance, you don't want to go there and you're disgraced.
Exactly.
So when the preparations are not going on, I'm just wondering, what do they expect the ladies to go there to do? Perform magic?
Austin, I really don't like the scenario at all. Imagine the Falcons going in to play the well-prepared USA, well-prepared Australia, and it's not a fair fight. It's not fair on the ladies, you know. So they go in there, they do their best, and if they don't make it out of the group, generally football fans will see them as losers, which is not fair. I don't like that part at all.
They
because
just want you to win. That's
Exactly.
football fans for you. They don't want to know if you prepared well or you don't have the quality.
Yeah, but those are the fans. The fans can do whatever they like as long as the administrators, you know, put these girls in place, give them good support to allow them to go play well for the country. I really don't like the situation. I'm being very brutally honest today. It's not fair on them.
Really not fair on the Super Falcons. What you're seeing on your screen, their exploits at the African Women's Championship showed that they're in charge of Africa. They were very commanding. They were superior. Won the championship clearly.
Yes.
They were dominant. Now they have qualified for the World Cup. So after this championship title, nothing.
We shouldn't even be talking about this. That's the ludicrous part of it. It's a shame, really. Look at that beautiful goal right there. Talent all over the park, but then talent is not enough to win major competition, especially on the world stage. So
totally agree.
we're still hoping before the end of January, which is going to come to an end very soon, that something concrete, a concrete plan is brought up for these ladies so they can start getting ready for the World Cup.
Tell yourself you shouldn't talk about it anymore, so I don't want to talk about it anymore. The Super Falcons need to start getting ready for the FIFA Women's World Cup. It's huge. It will do a lot for their experience, to do a lot for their careers. We have such talents such as Sisa Tosola, Desire Paranozie, and we have a technical crew that is willing to ensure that these ladies make a good name for themselves. So let's see ways we can actually support this team so they can go and do exploits. Another team that is trying to do exploits. By this time tomorrow, we should be talking about them arriving in Cairo. Today, the draw will be made for the International Table Tennis Federation Africa Senior Championships. It's a fight between Nigeria and Egypt. And the good thing is, Tayo, there's Aaron Aquadri that should be respected all over the world now. There's Ojo Lakpo that is doing so well. There's a local talent in Kazim Makonjola.
Yes.
There's also the experienced Segun Toriola going there to give them support. And of course, we have the female players that haven't been doing so well, but now they're fired up to impress. Nigeria should actually impress.
Yeah, exciting times. A lot of Nigerians are really expecting something big from this team going to represent Nigeria. And you can understand why. The fortunes of table tennis has really improved in the last couple of years. And those are the names again. Arnold Quadri, the best in Africa right now.
In the world, because I mean...
yeah, you can say that. He's got that word.
I mean, when you win the Ballon d'Or in football, you're the best. Arnold Quadri is the best table tennis player in the world right now.
You're spot on, Austin. And, but we shouldn't forget the fact that the Egyptians will be playing at home. And believe me, home advantage works. It works in all sports, football, basketball, table tennis. And they've got quality players as well. Omar Assar, you mentioned him a couple of years ago. He was the best in Africa. His form has dipped a little bit, but he's still a very quality player. They've got Ahmed Salih as well, too. They've got Al Said, Lashin as well. All great players have been playing table tennis for a long time now. So the experience will really be something we should really bother and worry about this Egyptian team as well. They're a very good side. And don't forget Congo as well, too. Good side as well.
Yeah,
so
Brazzaville play good table tennis.
Exactly. So I hope this lack of preparations will not really affect the team. You know, obviously the likes of Arnold Quadri are based abroad. Joan Olakbo is somewhere in Italy as well, to the last I heard. So maybe they wouldn't really have a problem. But what about the guys that have been at home, Kazim Makonjola? What about the team events? Yeah, where you actually need
synergy.
Exactly. So I hope the lack of preparations will not really affect these guys, because at the time they were not really certain of going for the tournament. So I hope they were not psychologically affected by those events.
The good thing is the Nigerian players, they have the quality and they want to impress. We can authoritatively tell you that Aaron Aquadri is already in Cairo.
Wow.
He's getting ready. He's fired up for this championship. Edem Offiong is in Portugal, but she should be in Cairo today or tomorrow morning. And then the home-based players should leave today, hopefully, to that championship. So we're waiting. We'll bring you all the latest updates, news, and happenings coming from the IWTF Africa Senior Table Tennis Championships. That's why we're here.